Usually you pay for PPV, but this is free and this is real TV. Grab your cup, pour that drink, roll that blunt, and tell us what you think. Commas come pouring in, women be exposing, man. Fellas start to open up, shorties feeling down the fuck. It's a safe place, spill that tea. That cup is hot, don't let it fall on me. And the stage you keep it funky, might speak for she think. Vibe from the BX, don't even try stink. Even keep it humble, she consider your feels. And Tati got 3 kids, you better pay them bills. Time is money, make sure your clock is right. Sliding in DMs, you make sure your stock is tight. Ladies, they gonna tell you if you ain't rocking right. I'm telling you, dude, don't end up on top of tonight. It ain't all jokes, get serious too. If I can help what happened to me, not happen to you, it makes it worth it. Let's get drunk on purpose. Start telling stories we would never tell in person. It's real TV.
Hey, hey,
Hey, hey, hey. How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm all right. I'm all right. Lots of changes. It's been a minute. It's been a long minute.
Yes, it's been a long time. I was about to say happy Saturday because I'm used to Saturdays, but
Right. We got to
switching now.
update everything, right?
Switching now to Mondays. It's a bit difficult. I think with all the changes in our life, weekends have become really crazy to be able to keep up with every Saturday night. So Mondays work better. If you're new here, welcome to the TV family where we talk about everything and anything. We took a little hiatus. Everyone has stuff going on, plus sickness. That took me out for a minute, and Eva was sick too. And she's not here today, but shout out to Eva. Be here next week. But if you are here, subscribe, share the live. More clips are going to be going up from older episodes, and now we'll be on every Monday at 8:30, 9ish. I'm gonna say that because we always encounter some tech issues.
Yes.
And I'm not in the studio today, so no sound effects, sadly. But I'm excited to catch up.
Damn, wish Eva was here. She'd be like, burr, 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 burr.
Right? Exactly. But yes, honestly, I miss the TV family, miss coming on, talking shit. I'm not drinking today because I drank too much over the weekend. But if you want to grab some wine while we spill some tea, go grab a drink, chill with us. My name is Anastasia.
I'm B Mac, as you know. I'm about to grab a cup. I ran into the house like,
Go.
I need to grab a cup because we got a lot to talk about. Girl.
Yes. Go grab your cup. Everybody else, take a second. Go grab your drink or whatever you're drinking. Me, it's just straight water. I need a detox from St. Patty's, even though I'm not Irish.
Was it crazy? How was your weekend? There's so much to catch up on.
It was good. So it was both my brother's birthdays,
Nice.
back to back, right? So we usually always celebrate separate, and then most of the time we ended up doing a party for them together. So we did a little surprise get together, a game night.
Nice.
And of course it always happens to me. So I ordered decorations ahead of time. Well, I had my sister-in-law order them because my brother and his wife share Amazon, so he'll see. So then I don't have Prime, so I hit up my other sister-in-law. Half of it comes Thursday, right? And then afterwards it says like the main decorations are gonna show up Saturday, 10 p.m. I was like,
10
it's
p.m.
for Saturday. Like, so I'm like, all right, let me update me in the morning. Like, let's, right? If it shows like it's because sometimes it does that and then it'll show you like early.
Yeah.
Morning, I hit her up. I'm like, oh, what's the status? It's still showing 10 p.m. I was like, damn.
That's
all right.
Crazy.
I had to run to parties. First, we went to the gym together. Then he had his son's soccer game. So I was like, perfect. They won't come back. I'll do everything. Ran to Party City. I'm like, hopefully they have some theme that I could put together. Mm-hmm. And then run back, put it all together. Which they did. So it was like a gamer theming. With it said like level up to new birthday or something like that. with
I
the
respect it.
controllers.
I respect it. You
So I was
know,
like, oh, this works.
it
Yeah.
works.
Yeah. So it was cool. Um, Played some games, drinking, lots of food. Um, and then that's why I wish you were still in the States. But no, it's pretty dope. And then Sunday, my nephew had tournaments, and we were drinking all day during the tournament.
Mm.
Bro, I passed out at 7:30, and
Oh, yeah, that works.
woke up at like 12:30. Like, what time is it? And then I was like, damn, I have to go back to sleep for work. So, oh yeah, you know,
Mhm.
the parades are shorter, and then I think this year is the first year that they did two parades. I don't know if anyone's familiar that's listening, but in Staten Island, they were really against the LGBTQ community coming into the St. Patty's parade.
Mm.
And then they now made two dates for two different parades, where one is regular and the other one is all inclusive.
That makes no sense. Or you can just have one with everyone. Um,
Exactly.
there shouldn't be a separation, but okay.
Exactly. And what's crazy was I read that Ireland, the Irish government, commended Staten Island for doing all inclusive. And I'm like, if they're all for it, why can't we just have one?
Yeah.
But the small businesses were saying, like, oh, it's better business for us. 2 days of, a lot of people in the area. Like, I don't know. I'm not with it, but whatever. So we didn't end up going because it was short. It was like 12 to 3.
Mhm.
And the city one was the Saturday prior. So, but usually we do. We always party for St. Patty's. I don't know why. But we
Because
do.
it falls on birthdays.
It's that, and like it's dope chilling with like a lot of people that we know are like Irish, taking
Okay.
parts in like eating the. I don't like cooked cabbage, but shout out to whoever does. The cabbage and what is it? Roast beef, I think. Right?
Girl, you asking the wrong person. Cabbage anything. You know my extensive knowledge on cabbages?
Coleslaw.
That's a good that I mean you would think that, but I'm just finding out that coleslaw is cabbage.
Well, it depends how. Yeah, they use the green and the purple.
Hmm.
I
So
make
my
a fire ass
extensive
coleslaw.
cabbage,
Right.
and you're probably gonna be like, "What the fuck?" Have you ever watched Avatar: The Last Airbender?
Yes.
And you know the running gag throughout the whole thing goes, "My cabbages!"
Yes. That's hilarious.
That's my extensive knowledge when it comes to cabbage, because I do not eat it, and
uh,
I just know that the vendor in Avatar: The Last Airbender is like, my cabbages every time his cart gets messed up, blown
that's
up, or
hilarious.
fucked up. But yeah, I'm not a
Do
cabbage
you eat
person.
coleslaw?
No.
Like, because you don't like it, or just because you don't order it?
I've never been I mean, I remember trying it when I was very young and I was like, ew, and then not ever eating it
You
ever
just
again.
haven't had a good one. I gotta make it for you one day. I made a fun.
No, I'll pass. I'll pass because what'll happen is like, ew.
For
Not
me,
ill to your it.
I can't have it soggy like that kind of coleslaw. I think that's gross. I need my coleslaw where it's wet but still crunchy. So if that makes sense. So, well, yeah. No, I mean, yeah.
No, see, I just like that the old man says, my cabbages, and that's it. I'll stick to this.
It's hilarious. Yeah. I mean, March is it's a pretty good time, and you know,
Yes, today was
getting
a
back.
very it was
It's been a
interesting because
weird
I,
beginning
I
of the year,
yeah.
to say the
A
least.
lot
So,
a lot changed for me professionally over like literally the end of the year. Well, quickly through the last couple months, and then the end of the year, another change, and beginning of the year, and now I'm starting to find a like stride, and it's yeah, I'm finally getting comfortable. Like today was a good day where I got home, I left work and it was still daylight out, and I was like, holy
mm,
shit, this is real. And then I was able to actually step out, eat, and have a couple drinks after work, and that doesn't happen. Like I'm usually spending at least 10 to 12 hours at work, and it's
Which
just
is a
been
lot.
crazy.
It's draining. It's draining.
It's extremely draining,
Yeah.
but
We do
I'm
have to talk
starting.
about the change in your hair though, because it's fire. I like it.
Thank
I like
you.
it a lot.
Thank you. Yeah, wait, I haven't it's been a
Yeah, you
while,
haven't been
yeah.
here with your
I
change.
added a little bit of color and some trying to change or whatever, and
No, it looks
I've
so
been
good on
going
you.
curly more often because I haven't found a hair lady down here.
Still.
I have a wax girl.
Anybody watching?
I got a
Anybody
nail
watching?
person, but I need a good Dominican hair lady. You know what I
Anybody
mean?
watching can recommend a Dominican hair lady in Atlanta. Please reach out to us, to our
Bruh,
page.
please,
Val needs
because
it.
I don't know what's this girl.
It's hard though. It is hard when you change from all your people to then finding new ones because they don't really
Mhm.
know how your hair is or how you are or what you need, what works for you, and it's
That
fun
part.
for
That
sure.
motherfucking part.
And
That
I
part.
know I don't like to do it myself, so
I've been doing it myself. I bought some stuff. I bought some treatments. I bought some leave-ins. I bought a new flat iron,
uh,
this brush blow dryer thing, and I've actually been spending time doing my own shit, and it's like
ah,
so frustrating.
no, I get that because my shit is mad curly and I be over it. Like my shoulders start
Yo,
hurting because
it's a
I have
lot of
short hair,
work.
so
Yeah,
I want to pay for convenience. I'll just pay.
exactly. I'll rather pay.
Plus, and it's relaxing, like when they massage your head and shampoo.
Mhm.
I guess.
My lady, I flew up to I flew back home for a second, right? And I went to go see my lady. And I was like, I need to work. She was like, I got you. I already know. She knew to put in the boya. She knew to put in the deep conditioner. She
Yo,
knew to do
ever since you bring it
like,
up to me, I do it every time.
uh-huh. Oh yeah,
Oh yeah, yeah.
yeah, all the time because my hair used to fall out so much. Like my hair sheds a lot. So the ampolla helps, and I do a deep condition every time. It's just she did a nice little trim, and it's just
True.
there's a whole lot that goes into it,
Tell
and I
me.
never even have to think about it, and it's just so nice when I want that. But
True.
yeah,
No, that's good.
yeah,
Definitely. Too many from January to February. The March time is flying. Um,
hmm
a lot of I think we gotta definitely talk about it in another day. But so many people really sick with them saying it's the flu. Um, but the length of time that it is for every person is insane. Um,
hmm
even my dad now then it turned to pneumonia, so they had to put him on antibiotics. Um, me for 3 weeks in January and February, 3 weeks. My brother's in-laws, well, his mother-in-law, now going on 4 weeks, and I was like, no, bro, it is definitely not the flu. Plus, I see a lot of people on TikTok too, like all saying the same symptoms, and they're like, this doesn't make sense. And I'm like,
yeah,
they're probably going to then come out with a different strand of COVID.
yeah.
After like a month or so fast, they're gonna come out and talk about it because it really makes no sense. Um, so if you're sick or have endured that in the last 2 months, really
I'm
pump up
sure.
vitamin C. Literally, I learned
Yeah.
about onion water, which I know is gross, but
How,
definitely
how
worked.
does
So
it work?
yeah, even you could do it for babies too, because a lot of these medicines, I'd rather do something natural, because
hmm
all these other putting more shit in your body. Um, so you just let the onion soak, and then it stops like cough if you have bad cough,
hmm
and boost your body because
Yeah.
it's antiseptic. So, but definitely do that for another day. But we can't get into today's topic because TikTok has been on a frenzy and we haven't been on, so we got to catch everybody up before too if they're gonna get banned, which I'm not happy about. But
Are
they
they
passed
really?
the
Is
bill.
that real?
Yes, they passed the
You
bill
got to
that.
tell me what's going on because I have no idea.
The thing is, like, everyone unites, right, for a social media app, but you can't unite for more important things in the world that we need change for. that's another topic that we need to do. But
Girl,
yeah,
like genocide. The
like
fuck?
come on, man. But everybody comes together and yes, let's ban TikTok. I get it because it, of course, young children shouldn't be on it. But also, if your child's on it, like also you should be
My thing is, as a
making
parent,
sure, at least seeing what they're watching or
right?
whatever. But then I also feel like TikTok has a lot of benefits. Bro, I get all my hacks from TikTok. Uh you're catching up on news on TikTok because that's literally in seconds it's up there. Right? Like something's going on, everyone's posting it. Um Certain trends like
I think
dances.
that's why they're banning it because people are posting everything on TikTok and it's run by Chinese.
Yeah. Yeah. And the thing is when I forget the head of the TikTok his name, but he did a interview and he was
Hmm.
saying like once if they take it, a lot of the creators are not going to make as much money as they have been now
Yeah,
because of I forget how much they're going to pay for it, whoever buys it, but they're
yeah,
definitely going to limit that income. And people make their whole income off of TikTok that don't work. They just
I
are
know.
just content creators doing what they love
Yeah.
or and being on live talking shit and
Well, I mean, it would be a good idea to just find something more stable.
true. But that's getting us into the topic because I could have been rich already. But let's talk about it. Reese Tista,
Yo,
Reese
yo.
Tista, my girl, bro. She is now doing so many like news stations. They're flying her out, getting her trip. I'm sure everybody has watched it by now, but spoiler alert, if you have not, you're probably gonna hear some stuff that you haven't heard. So if you don't want to hear that, check on this back later. Um, but getting her trip to Paris,
Well, I don't know the aftermath. I do know that I watched this 50 fucking something
50 part.
episode shit that you sent me and from the very beginning. Okay, hold on. Let me just explain. Let me just explain
Go for the beginning
why
first. All right.
my thought process from the very beginning. Because when you told me about this in the early thing, you're like, yo, watch this, it's worth the watch, 50-minute, 50 episode thing. And I'm like, what? So here's where I be like, this is my mindset, right?
Yeah.
Bitches be loving the red flags. I just don't get it, right? It's like from the very beginning, bro, very beginning. Why would you move a motherfucker in your house in less than you've known less than a month? Less than a month. Okay? Hold on. I don't give a shit about the excuse that it's pandemic and I don't want to quarantine by myself. I'm sorry, that's bullshit. Okay? You played yourself, right? Less you don't you do you know how many crazy people exist? And
I
you
mean, true.
chose.
Yes, I don't think I would have done it with a stranger. I think it would have been different if there was like somebody I knew already and we
I'm
just
so,
started the talking phase and then we're like, oh, do you want to quarantine to get there? Like, all right,
y-
let's do that because I know you for some time now. Um, I do agree though. I think that was really quick, and I think she also agreed on that you don't even know the person whatsoever, right? Like,
yeah, why would you play yourself though? Why would you play yourself though?
and then I think what really like where he was like gonna be like, no, I'm taking this out was when he seen her crib and knowing he only had a little studio. So
Opportunity knocks. He was
um,
like, "Yes, I
like I
hit
ain't
the
giving this up.
ladder."
Facts. Like I'm not giving this up. And it kind of sucks because I also got her view on like being older, wanting to be a mom, wanting to settle down already. It hasn't happened. All these dating apps are trash. Here's someone that came along and like gave her the spark and could have been like, "Oh wow, maybe this is it." Right? Like maybe this is, my forever, unfortunately. Um but it didn't pan out that way. Honestly, I
It's
really
not
liked how she broke down everything. Everything was really detailed, and commend because not everybody can talk about their
right.
traumatic relationship, especially on a platform that
I
millions
know
of people think.
shit.
You know, but at first I was like, "Damn, I wish I would have thought of this," because I have lots of years of content that I can talk about. So
She said years.
years.
I think we all have that situation that we can talk about in one way or another, right? The balls, excuse me, the balls that she carries with being able to do it and putting it out there.
Not facts.
I don't I could talk all the shit I want, but I'm still very selective on what I say, what when I say, how I say. Um I never really put too much out because there's
Yeah.
so much more I could say, right? I don't think I'd be capable of doing what she does.
Absolutely. I think because too, in a public setting, you're getting, first of all, people hate so much, and they could be
Hmm.
very disgusting, honestly, in like the comments they say, and making fun of you and all that stuff too. So to be open to really being really vulnerable, kudos to
Right.
her. And it's definitely gonna help other people share their story. Because for a split second I was like, yeah, maybe I could share my story. Um,
I
you
thought
know, it's
about it too,
it's yeah, it's also
but I
funny
don't think I
feeling.
could ever. I'm not that
But then I started getting
open.
anxiety about it, like, damn, then I would get these questions, and I already know what people would say if I talk about this part, and plus I have like legal stuff happening where
Yeah.
I can't talk about certain things. So, but the fact that she did it, that definitely was like, wow, like you're
Yeah.
just standing up for a lot of women that get into those kind of situationships with narcissists and get that whole love bomb in the beginning, like, oh my god, I never met a person like this ever, oh my god, they're my person. They do all these things, and plus he was paying her bills, right? Like, oh, you don't need to do anything, like, I got it, you just work and take care of
Fucking liar.
whatever little thing you had, right? Um and as time went on and hearing her story, and you're having those thoughts like, bro, why didn't you see this, why didn't you see that? But when she explained having the receipts to back up what he was saying, that's when it took me out. Like, this man did the whole extent of coming up with receipts
Bro, he was literally
that,
talking and having conversations in front of her that didn't exist.
yeah,
That didn't ex- that
that's
didn't
dedication.
exist.
That's
Like,
dedication to your lives. Uh, that is straight crazy. Like, every day though, like, you consist.
yeah. How you talk to your brother every day. Every day that was your morning routine, getting ready for work, talking to somebody on the phone, and there was never on the like what's crazy
Mhm.
to me, like you can usually hear a voice or at least see a light on your phone, right? Or people put you on speaker after a certain time, right? Bro, all of it was fake. All of it for a
Yo,
year and a half.
facts, facts, facts. And of course, like, with your intuition, you start to question things like, this don't make sense, or like, something's fishy. It's
Yeah,
not,
my intuition's
things are
on
not
another
adding
level
up.
than Reese's. Risa is a little late to the start. She late to the show, but shit.
Yeah, and I think the receipts are what kept her longer, because then she's like, oh,
Fuck
but
that.
he's showing this, right? And the bank accounts, that was the thing. That would have been OD for me. Like,
Oh,
if we're
oh.
getting houses and you can't show your bank statement, what the fuck are you doing?
So here's my issue, right? I'm very, maybe it's my pride, right? Maybe it's my pride, but from the very first time that he attempted to get a house, right?
Yeah.
And also the first time he attempted to get the car and it didn't happen, don't do it with me ever again. You would not put me
So,
through 8, 9, 10 fucking times of looking at houses. The very first
and
time would have been enough for me. Cause that already told me you ain't serious, my no, nope,
mm,
nope. And for me to excuse myself from the whole situation of
yeah.
somewhere I'm gonna live, you gotta be stroking me. Fuck out of here, bro. Nope.
And would you would have test drove 15 cars?
No. No. Why are we doing all that? First of
Why
all,
are we
I'm
doing
not
that?
even a big shopper, right? For me, I see something I like, that's what I'm getting. I don't got time to waste. I don't got time to look around. I don't got, this is what I like. This is what I want. That's what I'm getting. That's it.
Yeah.
Otherwise, don't waste my motherfucking time. And to get gassed up like, oh, I'm gonna do this for you. I'm gonna do that for you. I'm too. I don't know if
It
I've
needs to
just
be
have,
actions behind words. For yeah, it needs to
bro.
be actions.
You play
Because I'm gonna get
yourself.
tired of hearing you saying. I'm gonna get tired of you saying it. Right. I'm gonna be like, all right, well, where is it at? You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
so she definitely, yes, waited for that, and I think because of her getting pregnant in between that,
She no.
which
She
first of all,
hold on. Wait.
wait,
March, April, May. She got pregnant 3 months in.
yeah, she got
Three
pregnant.
months in, right? And then had a miscarriage in June. 4 months, right? Right?
But wait, before you get to the next part, the fact that he had his assistant text respond to her when she was having surgery of how he can't make it. There was no assistant.
I didn't even realize that until way
Yeah,
after.
because she talked about it
Yeah,
in
because
a
there
news
wasn't
video.
there was, see, I don't watch a lot of the stuff after the past 50 episodes, but there was no assistant.
50 is
The
enough.
homeboy was a forklift driver, my guy. Like, here's the thing, right? I feel like if you're a VP of an office that in your city, why have you never seen his office?
Facts.
Why have you never driven in his company car? How have you gone a year, and not asked any questions?
Yeah. And I feel like being a VP, you can do whatever you like, right? So if you want to bring her to her office, introduce her to like what you're doing on a daily basis, like that should be happening.
Bruh.
But I think was
Naivety.
way it was way out of pocket having her in surgery and you still going up with this lie.
That was way out of pocket. Bruh, it was so much. There was so much that was out of pocket, bro.
I mean, yeah.
Here's
But
at that point in time, for if I'm going through a miscarriage, God, thank God I never have, but if I'm going through a miscarriage and my partner isn't there with me, nothing stops, you still go to work, then that means you're not mine. Bye. I would have
facts.
vetted it, bro.
Yeah,
How
facts. No,
you get married after that and still look for apartment and still went for this and still
yeah.
that doesn't tell
Now I
you
agree with that because
something?
I felt for her when she was talking about it, like especially that the medicine they gave her didn't work, which was like
Yeah,
almost similar to my story, and it's like dangerous where anything could have happened. She could have not woke up,
right.
and you dead played your assistant and was like, "Oh, he's currently in a meeting. I'll try to get in contact with him."
My
Like
guy.
you literally are a piece of shit, and you don't give a fuck.
Bro, I
Right.
think, first of all, if someone you supposedly love, someone who's going through something tough that miscarried your child, right? And this is, I mean, every man and female is different in how they feel about certain things, granted. However, if you so called wanted a kid so bad, so called wanted this so bad, and this is happening, and you care about this person, the least you could have done was take the day off and be there.
Yeah, because it's already
This
traumatizing
man,
her.
this man ended up coming 3 hours after to pick her up.
Wild. And had her waiting in recovery. Wild. Wild.
Bruh, there's no way. There's no way.
Yeah, and then
There's no
you're right. Then getting the
motherfucking
house and
way.
stuff after all that was like,
See, that's the thing. None of that. And you still married him. I'm not putting it on her. I'm not putting it on her entirely. But there were clear,
oh yeah,
clear signs that this man was not who he claimed to be.
yeah.
Starting from when you saw his studio apartment with just a mattress.
Because he said this company was
I don't give two fucks, bro.
right.
I don't give two fucks, bro. If you
Um,
make the money you make, your pride will not let you sit in a fucking studio apartment with a mattress only.
Facts. Yeah. Yeah. It was sus.
If you that like you that guy, bro,
Yeah.
red flag. I'm telling you, this is what women be ignoring the red flags. I don't be hopping on those rides. I don't understand.
And yeah, it was. I think it was real rough. Like, and honestly, I think the way she was so detailed and broke down the parts, what made it so like, oh, I need to know what
Yeah.
the fuck happened after
She's
this.
a good storyteller. I like how a
Um,
lot of people are complaining that she explains too much or she talks like they took too
no,
long
but
to.
that's how you know is
But her storytelling, I think if you're gonna say a story, you're gonna give it right, right? And
yeah,
not for me, gonna give a story and sugarcoat what the fuck I said or did, or give a one-sided story. If I'm gonna say it, I'm gonna say it from A to Z because I'm ready to talk about it, and this is what it is. Otherwise, I won't tell you nothing.
yep, yeah.
And
And she
so I
was real
respect how she
about her
told her
fuck up.
story.
Yeah, she was real about. Yeah, I shouldn't have done this, but this is what I did, or this is what I said, and this is the choice I made. But she kept it a buck.
I think I lost connection.
I can hear you. You froze a little bit.
Did my internet
Can you hear me still?
drop in my back? Testing.
No, I
Can you
see
hear
you
me?
there. You might have to hop out. Oh, now I
Okay.
can. There you go.
I'm back. I'm back.
Yeah,
I lost connection for a sec. Sorry.
all good. But yeah, it was definitely intriguing. If you have watched the series, comment down below here. What are your thoughts about it? If you
Yeah.
want to join us on here, let us know. I'll send you a link. It was everyone had a lot of mixed emotions about it and their opinions about it. But she became bro. This is what I'm saying. Like it's
Yeah,
insane.
so I need to know the aftermath because that is one thing I don't know about her story. Like after everything, I know she did a couple lives, and all of this happened very recently, or within last
She
month. So I
yeah
don't know what's happened
started
since.
the series Valentine's Day because her birthday is Valentine's Day. So literally like the day after. Then she literally like was at a millions of followers within the week. Like every video was getting millions of views. And then like it started to reach like news stations. She was on Good Morning America.
Yeah, I
Um
heard it on the radio one day, one morning.
on the
I
radio,
was
yeah,
like,
got to the
I
radio.
just watched that video. I was like,
Um
are they talking about this story?
but then it got even more detailed. So like there was a content creator, I don't remember her name, where she did this for clout, which was fucked up. Is that Reese Tisa wanted to keep his identity hidden, that it wasn't needed. That's why she gave him the Legion. That's how everybody knows him. Um, for her security as well of not outing everything. And
Right.
somebody did the most and found out who it was, and then plastered his name
And
and face. And so then it just started to going like opening other doors to other ex-wives, other girlfriends who then started to tell their side, which matched very similar.
where
And then
he's
also,
a narcissistic,
yeah,
crazy fucking liar, pathological liar.
bro, the stories that they said of what his life was, like one of them was like he was a producer, he did music, this whole facade of what his life is. And one of the ex-wife's sons did a couple videos on it and was like, Reese is right. Like, that's basically everything he did with my mom. And, we found out that everything was bullshit. And it's just, everyone was on the same page. So they were all confirming, right? Like, she ripped
Yeah,
about it. Um,
that's
yeah,
crazy.
so then there was another TikToker that's really famous. He did a live. He got all his followers together and they were like raising money, for her trip. Um, that she's wanted to go for Paris for so long.
Mm,
And yeah.
isn't
So
that cute?
I think it's helped her with her healing. Um, and helped her reach other people too. Um,
Yeah.
I heard his current girlfriend, he had a current girlfriend. After hearing all this, then they're separated apparently. allegedly. I don't know. But the cherry on top is
Isn't
him
he
doing.
suing her now?
I'm not sure. The last thing I know is that he did a whole interview on YouTube, 2 hours, in
A
response
2-hour interview.
to all the things that she said. And the YouTuber that did this interview was asking for like confirmation on the things, that he said. Like him being in the um what did he call it with the football? Like the not
Arena football.
arena football, right? Like, oh,
Hmm.
like, show us a picture of you in arena football. And his response is like, oh, the organization doesn't want anything, their name in here whatsoever. So I can't share any of that info, on any kind of social media. It was like, what, bro? Like,
But it's arena football.
yeah. Uh,
That's public.
exactly. And the YouTuber brought up like, hey, they did a background check on you because there was another show that Risa Tisa went on. They did their own background check on Legion, and it was the same thing that Risa Tisa found, where he was never um, shown in San Diego, like he lived there or went to school. Um, so a lot of stuff that she confirmed, they confirmed as well. And the YouTuber brought this to his attention, and he's like, "No, I did live in San Diego. I went to San Diego State." And he's like, "Okay, but you're not showing up on their alumni." And he's like, "Oh, well, that's because, they take their security very seriously after somebody was looking for one of their students and they ended up getting killed. So now they're not allowed to release any information." And the YouTuber was like, "Okay." Like, and he also stated like that they didn't live together during COVID, that he had his own crib. He had his own crib plus a studio where he would only stay in the studio during the week because it was easier because of the Atlanta traffic, and then would go to his own house on the weekends or see Risa.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
And
That
also
that doesn't
stated,
make it any better.
no. Yo, the way this man was coming up with lies on the spot, it was like, bro, this is wild. Like, wow. And you already knew he was more crazy when he was talking about people that like he'd be like, "Oh, my grandma just passed," or "My uncle just passed." And when Risa would talk to like the brother, right, to confirm the details, these people passed a long ass time ago, and he'd be on the
Mhm.
phone with them.
Mhm. Yeah, Uncle whatever the fuck Pookie was happen to die in
Yeah.
pandemic, but died 15 years ago.
Yeah.
Grandma whatever died during pandemic who happened to die 10 years ago. Like
Yep.
he worked at a cemetery and found a gravestone that had the same last name as him and claimed that his family was buried there.
Mm-hmm.
Um, who does that? Who does that?
Well,
Hugo, hi Hugo. He said, "Good evening,
hey,
ladies. Long time no tea." Hi
right?
Hugo. I know it's been a minute. It's
We
been a
got a lot
minute.
of
We're
tea
changing our
today.
days.
Yes. Um, bro, and then in the interview stating like how it wasn't his baby, she was cheating on him, it had to be the other guy's baby,
He
and then
said that?
yeah, girl, yeah, mm-hmm. Everything,
Wow.
bro, everything. It was like coming up with them on the spot was crazy. It was crazy. Um, and also, so Risa did another video after that whole 50 series that the brother reached out to her, wanted her to adjust some details that she said in the videos,
Mhm.
and which she didn't know, but the brother told her that he was diagnosed schizophrenic when he was younger
Mm.
and was not taking care of himself like he should be. So
That makes sense.
automatically, in my mind, is that gonna have to be part of the dating process now? Is like, bro, have you had an updated mental health checkup? Like, and
Do you
repeat
know what's
yourself?
funny? I was taking a flight back home, right? And I was eating at the Fridays in the airport, and the
Mm-hmm.
lady goes, she's like, "Yeah, I've been here in this city for so and so," and she's like, "What I will tell you that you do background check. You need a background check
That
these men because they all lie. Have you seen the recent?" I was like,
it's
"Yes,
true.
that's
I
fine."
feel like after this, that's what you need.
How do you background check somebody though, for real? Like, I need to find out how to do that.
I know people in the, you know, in the job description thing. Uh,
Excuse me, sir,
how
madam. How
many
many
am
of
I
you
dating
am I
this?
dating? Is there in there simultaneously? Do you have a
That
split
part,
personality?
that part. Um, there's definitely
That's
ways to get it done,
crazy.
but I think that's the craziest part about, like, especially now with the online dating. I know that we talked about it, a few times on here, but
Bruh.
as when more people come out with their stories, it makes it more real. Like, shit is dangerous. Even when you
Yo,
meet people online, how do you really know them?
you
You
don't.
should be running their name. You should be seeing if they have any crazy ass things they've done in their life, and if they have any mental
Reported mental
diagnoses
illnesses.
that could be dangerous, because schizophrenia is a dangerous if it's not handled correctly.
That doesn't bode well for me.
I know.
Or any of us, I should
No,
say.
hell no. After that, I was like, I ignore people now. Imagine after this, like, no one's gonna hear from me. So
It's like, I
because
don't
it's
want to talk to
scary.
none of y'all.
It's scary. Like, and to really hear the emotion in her telling her story, and like how it's still that's traumatizing one. Um,
I want to say I've heard some dating sites where they do background checks for anyone who signs up, like for serious dating, not hookups. Well, get me those names,
right?
Hugo, please, because if they
It's
do the
crazy
work
out here.
for me, that will be very useful. Please do
Hugo.
not give me someone who's schizo or has a felony record.
Yes. Hugo, have you seen the Risa Tisa?
I
Please let us know.
was
What are your thoughts? Um,
curious.
him impersonating a cop. I mean, I was like, bro.
That's what you got charges for, right?
Yeah, so he did the weekend jail.
I didn't know that was a real thing.
Yeah, yeah.
I did not
Uh,
know that was a real thing. How it's like
you gotta
it's
you
like
gotta apply for that though. Like, it's not. Yeah, you gotta apply for to do the weekend thing. But,
I haven't no clue what that even is.
bro, are you on TikTok, Hugo? Look up Risa Tisa series. You'll find it. We're
My cat, I don't know what he just did with my camera,
oh
but
that's what we're talking about. Some updated viral series that's been happening on TikTok recently, and since we haven't been on, we got to do a catch up. Um, but yeah, it's yeah. So the thing is, like, if it like, why wouldn't you be transparent? I mean, I get it, right? People are not always going to be open, but if you really care about somebody, you should be transparent about if you have a record or what you've done, or
that's
whatever it
expecting
is.
people
Like,
to be honest, and that's not real.
yeah. So it's it's just, bro. Like, then I started to think of, like, how many other women has he done this to? Um, because it's kind of triggering, because it reminded me of things that I've been through and the stories that I've heard, and when I found out it was not what I heard or was told, it really fucks with you. Like, you're like, what? Like, how? And
Right.
so I think she's dealing with that too, the aftermath of how you do just get bamboozled so badly. Um,
I am not on TikTok.
um
You don't
but
have to
yeah,
be on TikTok, but it went viral.
it's
Some crap. I
everywhere.
don't know. It's on
Yeah,
YouTube and shit.
everywhere, on news stations, on TV, on the radio.
Yeah.
It was really. I didn't think she. I don't think she expected it to go so viral.
Yeah. I don't think so
Um,
either.
and she looks, honestly, I'm happy for her that she looked better now in her new interviews. Just looking a little more at peace, I guess. Um, but yeah. And so now that then trickled into other people doing their own series, but some of them was not it. I'm like, all right, you're dragging it. No, like, no. But then I fell upon another series that had me hooked. Did you get to watch it? The one I sent you?
I did not because I haven't had the chance to.
Oh. Well, whoever's listening,
Cliff Notes?
um, I fell on another series. So Risa Teaser was Who the Fuck Did I Marry? I fell onto also I'm gonna
I
need
need
some
spell
spell check. Risa Teesa.
the first
Yeah.
Risa's right. Tisa, I think it's spelled differently.
Teesa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the same as Risa, but it's T instead of
T.
R.
Yeah.
Yeah, something like that.
So then I fell upon an individual called Mel Vontae. He has his own clothing line, which is pretty fire. I'm about to order. And his was, Why the fuck did I stay? So I'm like, oh, let me check this out.
Why the
Bro,
fuck
after
did
the
I
first
say?
first
That's
video,
a good topic because everybody
I
can relate to
was
that one.
I was hooked. I was hooked. His is
Okay.
40 parts, and I feel like I needed more. I had so many questions still. Like, I need details on this. I need details on this time frame. But why I liked his so much more is because he provided voice recordings. He provided he did a reading with a psychic that he shared the recording of that. Um, it was yes. I was like,
Yeah.
I'm invested in this. Uh, I'm invested. So if you haven't watched the Mel Vontae, definitely check it out. It's a 40 part, not as long as hers because hers was 10 minutes a piece. Some of his videos a little shorter than 10, but he's gay, and I guess his partner wasn't out, like a DL,
Mhm.
which led to a lot of
Lying.
infidelity and lying. But when I seen both of them, because they actually have a couple interview on YouTube.
And his topic was why did I stay rather
Why
than who
the
the fuck
fuck
did
did
I
I
marry?
stay? Why did I
Okay.
stay? Because he was, I think, together.
Dang,
Dang,
he
he went.
went to a psychic. I
That's
guess
just,
that's some sort of background check that was after the fact.
yeah. I was like, he did the psychic. I listened to the psychic episode, and she was really on point. Apparently, and
So I'm trying. The psychic is telling him exactly what he should have, why he should leave, and he still stayed. Is that what that is?
well, she when in the middle of this in the middle of his series. So when he seen her, he was just like, I don't know if this person even really loved me. Did they just use me? Because he's also successful. Like he opened up his own store. Um, he also does like modeling, and honestly, both of them are like really attractive men. Um,
Okay.
so it was more of he fell for this person, but it was almost the same thing like Risa Tisa, where it was like
Too quick.
saying I love you and like
See,
they
that should be a
um,
red flag right there. Why the fuck these people don't intuition
I
exists?
mean, you could have okay. It's I guess it honestly. I think saying it is probably it's too much, but if you're chilling with someone a lot, like let's say like you meet up, then you just do nonstop chilling. I can see where you could feel like, oh damn, like I'm really feeling this person, or you know what I mean. Um, but to say I love you, yeah, that's crazy. Um, but yeah, so I think it's difficult when you are fully gay and then you are dating someone that is
Is
not
still in the
fully
closet
still in the
or
closet, but
bisexual?
also yeah, but also bisexual. So
Yeah, I think that
it's
is difficult. I mean, it's
it is.
it's it's a different lifestyle one.
Mhm.
And you have to be comfortable. First of all, there are insecurities that come with anyone, right? because you like for female, any other female could be something you could be insecure about. But with someone who's gay and then you're with someone who's bisexual, or even straight and you're with someone who's bisexual,
Hmm.
who's interested in both sexes, then you're insecure about everything and everyone.
Well, yeah. Like I feel like a lot of men like women that are bisexual, but then there are men that don't, which I encountered. Of my ex was not a fan
Mhm.
that I'm bisexual. So um, it really just depends. But it does make it hard because you become. I feel like you become more insecure because now it's just not one sex you're worried about. You're worried about
It's
everyone.
everyone.
So
Yeah.
so it's like um, you know, but he loved this man so much that he was open to. Damn, I don't want to give you a lot if you haven't watched it.
I haven't had the time to watch, but I intend to watch.
He even partaked in fun times with third parties to make him happy. So, um,
Oh.
oh yeah, including a baby mom. So,
Oh.
oh, that was, yes, yes. The
That was
tea,
all in the tea.
yes, oh yes, uh huh. The tea gets hot. If you watching and you have not watched the Mel Vontae series, why the fuck did I say you need to watch that? Um,
Was he a
really
narcissistic liar also? What is
a liar.
what's the
Oh,
word?
pathological liar.
Pathological liar. Yeah.
I wouldn't say pathological. I would say more of he's very attractive. So
Mhm.
he gets a lot of attention and likes the attention and goes for it. So just lying on like where he is, what he's doing, he ain't talking to them no more, but he is, typical fuckboy shit. Um,
Mm. Mhm.
yeah. And then come back and I love you, I don't want nobody else type of shit.
Mm. Mm.
Um,
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, that.
you know, it
Mm.
gets spicy. Because then you just can't believe it. You're like, what the fuck? Um,
Yeah. Why the fuck did I say it? Is what it sounds like, because it
yeah,
sounds like nothing but a fucking mess.
and it's really it's recent because he talked about from the beginning all the way till they just separated in February for
They
good.
just separated in February,
Hmm.
and let's see how long that lasts.
Yeah, well, he actually did another video like, oh, it's been a month already or no contact. So, um,
I think putting it
well,
out there helped, maybe.
yeah, I get him talking about it, and you could tell when somebody's really real because he would get emotional about certain parts or certain,
So tough.
yeah, and they had their physical altercations and
Mm.
he was just real about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely
I
interesting.
just
Check out.
hold on. With a baby mama, nuh-uh. Dude was looking to inspire baby clothing line and getting paid in residual. Uh-uh.
Yes. Uh,
First of all,
I mean, I don't. You're probably still gonna watch it, but bro, it was more of yeah. He found out that. So first of all, dude was living with his cousin. That's what he said. When they first met, and then shit hit
turns
the
out it's
fan.
not his cousin,
Turned out it's not his cousin. This is BM.
his girlfriend, you mean?
Not his baby mom. They weren't together,
Yeah.
but she was pregnant.
And he's still
Um.
living there. She's pregnant. That's his girlfriend.
Yes. So then
Like,
she
I
also
don't
didn't know.
understand.
She also didn't know he was gay. Uh.
Oh, oh,
So
you
he
gotta
over
do
here
that.
telling her like, "Oh, I want to work it out, be a family, blah 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 blah."
Of course, because that's his girlfriend.
So shit comes out. They all meet together, open up about how he's gay. She couldn't believe it. Um,
So
and
she tries to give him a
they
threesome with another guy.
she didn't initiate that. The boyfriend did, and Mel Monte was like, "All right, well, let's just see it," and they did. Um, but that wasn't the first time. So yeah, you know, a lot of sugar daddy action too in certain parts of the story. Uh, actually, in Atlanta, he's not from Atlanta, but
Yo,
he.
I don't
So,
understand these people out here, bro.
hmm
Must be
so
just me.
it's it was rather interesting. I would say that
I'm gonna
rather.
watch. I'm gonna watch.
Um, and he's successful. So
If a guy asks to bring in another guy, ladies, tell me some sort of flags going up and alarm bells ringing.
is this a guy that I'm in a relationship with, or I'm just dating?
Does it matter?
Well, see, that's where we differ because
She said that's where
um,
we differ. For me, if a guy asks to bring another man in,
uh-huh.
first of all, I have a problem with you asking to bring another female in. Much worse if you bring in another man in, there is no conversation.
So I gotta ask this question to you then. Does it make a difference if it's just another man only to pleasure you compared to bringing another man where it's all three
If
involved?
that was something that I'd wanted, I'd initiate the conversation. It's not for you to initiate that conversation for me.
What if he brought it up like, I want to watch you be pleasured by another man?
If it is a conversation that I initiated and he did not initiate, because here's the thing, if that's what you want for me, then you're a different type of person, and you're comfortable watching me with someone else. Men naturally are possessive creatures,
Yeah.
right? And for you to be comfortable watching me with someone else, you don't see me as yours.
I can
And
get that.
therefore, the fact that you would initiate something like that, then there's a different level of perception of where I fall in your life. And that is a problem for me. Now, if that was something that I initiated
Hmm.
and we had a conversation and it's like I want to see you happy, I'm willing to try certain things. Not that I would, because it's not me. However,
She's putting it on the
again,
record.
it's not me. However, I'm perspective wise, I'm being realistic. That could never happen if he initiated that type of conversation because you don't see me as someone that's yours.
Got it. This,
Does
but
it
if he's a
matter?
baby
Nah, but if you're a
mama,
baby mama, if you think you're dating him, I think it matters. Absolutely, it
yeah.
matters.
I mean, yeah. When it comes to that, yeah. Uh,
He wants to watch her pleasured by another man, but that man is gay. My math isn't ain't mad adding up. It definitely, bruh, bruh, bruh,
I think it's.
bruh.
This is where I need the soundboard.
Mm.
Um, I think it's just. I think it's. I'm caught up in my words. Um, It depends on your just sexual fantasies. I think it also depends on if you are bisexual yourself, right? I think it depends on people have a real sexual side to them that they don't express. So there's that. I think there's just different factors. I'm just keep it like that.
I just want to
Getting
watch you get it on with him. If
slips.
his dick just happens to slip in somewhere, I won't mind. That I don't think that could ever happen with me, but it's possible. Yes, no.
Um, trying to make sure I word this correctly on here. Um, if I am with someone and we have a good communication on what our sexual fantasies are, and I'm like, oh, I'm willing to try that. Yeah, sure. More on I'm a person that wants to pleasure my partner, and if that's something that they would want to encounter, then I'm open to it.
Okay. The whole recap just sounds so weird. That part.
You definitely got to watch it. Yeah, it was. I needed more details from his story
Yeah, I'm
because.
interested. I'm gonna watch it because Risa Tisa was interesting.
Mhm.
I just don't think that if I was living with my man, I'm pregnant, and he came to me and said, "Hey, let's have sex with this gay dude." That does not fly.
I mean, also, he's not just saying that. He's now opening up that he is into both sexes.
That
So,
still doesn't fly. And I'm pregnant?
yeah, I mean, it comes where you need to be taking precaution, safety, safely, safety wise. But yeah,
Clearly, this guy didn't have good communication about preferences and fantasies, though. No, no,
yeah,
no,
no, he definitely didn't open up about it at all.
no.
Um,
Why did I fuck? The fuck did I stay? It
yeah,
sounds quite accurate right there because why
because
the fuck
out.
did you stay?
I too like. I guess me, I can say it from probably my own experience of being, bisexual, and when you have the first encounter with someone, of you battling of like, am I gay? Am I straight? Do I like both? Do I stay this way? And now you encounter how it is sexually, and it definitely changes a lot. Where if you are completely open to it now, you're going to want it more, but then also fight the fact of what society looks at you as and what you need to be. And I think that's what happened with him at first of, oh, I can't tell all these people that this is what I like more. But then still
So,
having that persona of I'm straight and sleeping with mad women because that's what he was doing,
hmm.
but didn't have like that emotional connection that he did with uh, him.
So why that sucks because it's fucked up. I mean, this is all red flags. You know what's going on,
Yeah.
and again, why do you stay in that situation when you know that it isn't conducive? It isn't something that's going to work long term.
Mm-hmm.
This type of person needs a lot of time to figure out what it is that they want and who they want to be, and you have to be willing to either be that test dummy or let it go.
Exactly. And it becomes draining.
Let it go. Yeah, that's why I mean, where I am in my life, you haven't figured that shit out, it's not my problem. I don't need to be there. I don't got that time.
That's the thing. Like, it's if you haven't come out the closet, that's a whole other ball game that you got to deal with. And it doesn't really work all the time if you're with someone that's already out and proud and lives
Yeah.
their life freely. So, um, but yeah, definitely interesting story. Check it out for sure. Um, I wish they made it into a movie because literally the drama was insane. More than Risa Tisa, to be honest. So
Really?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
I'll check it out.
yeah, and because he has so much like energy in it that I was like, I feel you. Like, yeah,
I know you sent me the link. I haven't watched. I'll probably start tonight. I've been a little bit busy with my little arts and crafts and stuff that I like.
yeah. Have you finished?
I finished my cello. I brought it to work.
Oh, dope.
It's on my desk, and then I did the Lego. I bought the Lego Infinity Gauntlet.
Did you? Fire.
Yes, so I have it on my desk with the middle finger up,
That's hilarious.
and it works. It works. Let me just fix the
That's
camera.
fire.
Um, but yeah, I'm gonna work on the Statue of Liberty. I've been trying to do little pieces to put on my desk. So I'm excited.
Oh, that's fire.
Yeah, yeah.
True. I wish I was into Legos like that. I'll just like to see it. But
I'm
uh
gonna post it. I'm gonna post it on my art page.
yeah, post I want to see it for sure. Um yeah, so I mean those are like two of the series, but I mean I've seen some stories, um and some of them you question like, are you just doing this for clout or is it for real? But
I mean, a lot of people do shit for crowd. I'm sure it's real, but a lot of people put it out there for clout.
mhm, yeah. Um that's why too I stayed away from TikTok. When have you watched Love is Blind?
You said love
Yeah.
is blind.
Yes.
Is that Netflix show?
Yes.
No, I don't watch a lot of Netflix unless someone tells me to watch something on it.
This season the tea was teeing. It was is
She
bro.
said the tea was teaing. Ooh, ooh.
TikTok could be FBI. Legit. Um this season was so much red flag stuff that people like watching it did their deep dive into the backstories of these people that were on Love is Blind and found all the receipts.
Real or fake?
Real shit.
No, no, no. Like, were they being fake on the show? That's not
Oh,
real.
yeah, like receipts on they were engaged still when applying for the show. They had a girlfriend when they were coming on the show. Um
Oh wow.
yeah.
Mm. And you on there on a reality show doing Love Is Blind.
Mhm.
Mm. Mm.
Yeah, this season was dope. If you watch any season, it would be this one. So it'd be this one.
Is this the one that the people go into two separate rooms and they talk to each other for hours and they never get to see each other?
Yes.
Is that
So
what
you
this
fall in
is?
love blindly with the personality and not know what they look like. And the only way you can see each other is if you get engaged.
That's not real.
There's people that's still together from the first season,
That's a
second
lie.
season, third season. What do you
Mm,
and having babies now? Like they've
That's
honestly
not
some
real.
really found true love
Mm, I don't believe it.
because I believe it because I think a lot of people just get stuck into the physical, right? Like
Right, but the stuff, the thing is that the people they bring on there, they're not bringing Quasimodo on the damn show. It's not like, you know, of course, it's not like somebody you're gonna find unattractive. Sure, they're okay. It's not, it's still, whatever. Yeah,
a lot of
the
people did say
project
that
doesn't
though.
make
Like,
sense.
why don't you bring a like someone that is not
Bring me someone who's works at Geek Squad, or
yeah.
bring me someone who's overweight. Bring me someone, you know, if you really want to test this real Love Is Blind scenario, I don't want to see beach bodies.
I agree with
That's
that.
I don't care. You know what I mean? That's kind of what my issue with it. Then what's the point?
I agree with that.
Are you giving me Hunchback of Notre Dame? Then what's the point? I mean, let me fall in love with his personality and see how that works.
Right?
This shit is not real. Come on now. Anyway, I
This is
mean,
true. More regular people, I would say.
yeah, if you give me regular people day to day who may not, be normal people. I don't want to see TikTok famous. I don't want to see Abercrombie and Fitch models. I don't want to see the non-normal.
Yeah.
I don't want to see the physically attractive people. Put normal fucking people. And then tell me if love is really blind.
True.
You know what I
We should
mean?
do our own
Hey,
series.
if love is blind.
Like have people come on no camera. What is it, like speed dating? Blind
How
speed dating.
the fuck are we gonna do that? Blind
Blind
speed
speed
dating,
dating.
but they've already seen us.
No, not for us.
Oh, for other people?
Yeah.
Do blind
I
speed
think
dating?
yeah,
You
I think
know
that'd
what?
be
Let's
dope.
see if somebody be on it. I mean, we could do a casting call. Now put the
True. I
camera up,
think
have answer like be like
let's come up with a form, right? That answer questions about them. I think it can be interesting.
show's called Love Is Blind, but should be subtitled, but background checks ain't free. My Miss Flower, like my favorite ladies.
Hey.
Hello. How y'all doing? It's Hannah. Hi, Hannah. How are you?
Hey.
I remember. We're
Good. It's
good.
been
We're
busy.
good. Yeah, we life has been lifing, that's for sure. And we switched days. We're gonna try to start
Mondays.
Mondays instead of Saturdays.
Yes. I see life is life for you, Hannah. She looks so pretty. Or her
Yeah,
belly.
it's been crazy.
Yeah. Um. Honestly, I think we should talk about it. Yeah. I think this
You
will
want to
be.
do
It'll
so
be interesting.
you want to create a real Love is Blind, maybe make some personality questions, match up people they can only talk, can't share camera.
Can't share a camera. Yeah.
I don't think that's a bad concept, but you think people would be willing to do it.
Yeah. I think it's gonna. I think people want to do it just to see how it pans out. Like so.
I mean, if you could get enough people to participate, we could try
Yeah.
that out. I mean, that's not a bad idea.
All right. Yeah. Let's see.
A
Come up with a
real
form
Love
of
is Blind.
questions.
I don't want to see no beach bodies. I don't want to see Barbie wannabes. I don't want to see Kim K copycats. Yeah, I don't want to see that shit.
No, this is. It should be for like
Normal people.
normal people. If you find yourself the dating apps aren't working, like let's help you out. Like let's make this fun. Um, we'll come up with a form of questions.
Online speed dating, live speed dating, no
Live
camera.
blind speed dating. Because people do it on TikTok where they're doing like speed dating on the spot. Somebody comes on camera, they'll say what I'm looking for. Other people will comment like in the chat.
See, my issue that's like Kendra on Instagram. My issue with that is people see you.
I mean, there they see you, yeah. Hi Ethan.
Yes.
Um, but that's what I'm saying. Like it works when people be doing it on TikTok, right? All of a sudden they're like, "Oh yeah, let's talk." Like, all right, give me your number. Boom, and now here they're talking. I think what make it
Where
interesting
they
is
do that at?
on TikTok. Yo, I watch so many of them. Uh,
I don't watch it. Well, pretty soon, not much longer. And then
um,
here comes Instagram, like, hey, I
right?
was always here. I'm like the best friend that you didn't see. Remember me?
Remember me?
That's what Instagram is gonna be. You're like, yeah, I
um,
forgot.
I
I'm
think it'll
like
be
here.
interesting, like not to have them on camera. Um, and we'll gotta promote it for a little bit. So definitely, guys, it won't be like next week or probably not even the week
Anytime,
after,
right?
depending. Get a lot of people on, and that'd be interesting.
Reality blind speed dating. Check
Check
your
your expectations.
expectations at the door. You know what, hero? That's gonna be it. Reality blind speed
Speed
dating.
dating. Yeah, I
I
think
like
this could
it.
be interesting and fun
Yeah, it's just getting people to be
to
willing to
participate. Yeah,
participate. Blind speed dating?
yeah.
Let's see.
Gotta discuss putting it together.
All right,
It'd be
we'll
it'd be
figure that
fun.
out.
It'd be fun for sure. But we have next week's topic in the works too, um, regarding does dating apps differ between states and is it all the
Is that what
same?
you're going with? We're going with
Yeah,
that?
I mean that's what I'm
So the
gonna call it.
same
Maybe they'll change
bullshit.
it. May-
People suck everywhere.
yeah, that's gonna be next week. So definitely want to tune in and check it out. And we're
Yeah,
gonna,
yes.
if you have encountered different state dating, come join us. If you date someone in another state, if
Long
you,
distance dating isn't real, bro.
uh,
It don't work.
it works if you put in the effort. Yeah, it can work. You got to put that effort in. It's better than the bullshit dating in your own city.
Ugh,
So it's possible.
I
I think
guess.
it's really possible if you both parties got to put in the work.
Okay.
There's some good. I'm about to look up now stories if you want to make that part of next week's topic too of like long distance successful relationships.
Oh
But
yeah.
eventually, one of them end up moving and be together.
Yeah, and then you find out who they really are, and it was not the real person that you thought they were, and then you end up breaking up anyway.
Not all the time, but
99% of the time.
99. I wouldn't say 99.
Okay, majority. Majority is enough to say that doesn't work because you don't really know this person for real.
I mean, I feel like even when you meet somebody in your own state, that you don't really know somebody until you live with them.
Absolutely. Which is why it's even worse when it's long distance.
But you got to look at it like, if we're not finding it in our own state, there's 7 billion people in the world. Our soulmate gotta be somewhere.
You're so sweet. You're so optimistic. You're so nice. Oh,
It's
I
true though.
am not that optimistic. I am more of a realist.
Maybe we'll set you up with a blind.
No.
But yeah,
I didn't
next
know
week's
I
episode is
was
gonna be
gonna be
fun.
one of the contestants. I mean,
Who knows? We might find your soulmate.
send me an application, please. What about
Put in
preferences though? Do
preferences.
people get to put in preferences? If we
Interesting.
can get enough people involved, I think we
Yeah.
can work something out for real.
Yeah, like
We
maybe
just
they'll
gotta
be
really
part of the
gauge
form.
involvement. Yeah.
But I don't think it should be
What if the
physical
right
preferences.
person for you is J Date in Ohio? What's J Date?
Don't tell me that's like the prison app that you talk to, because you know that we gotta talk about that too. There's an app to talk to prisoners as like pen pals and build relationships. Not
Is
that
that
I'm
what
on
J
there.
Date
I'm
is?
just I don't know. Possibly. Here you go. Care to explain?
What if the right person for you is on J Date in Idaho?
Idaho's mad random, but
Seriously, J Date is a Jewish
oh,
dating site. Oh, this girl talking about jail dating.
but that is true. There's
I've never
apps.
heard. I didn't know there was Jewish dating site. I didn't know they specified that way.
I
Okay.
mean, I would think that if they have Christian mingle,
Oh, there. That's a thing. That's a
hmm
thing.
and even there, people fake it. So, but there is the jail thing. I see it all the time.
I would never. I would never.
Of like they want
I
pen
wouldn't
pals.
listen. Let me explain something. Let me explain something.
There's
I don't
someone for
think I'm
everybody.
ever that desperate. No, fuck this shit. I don't think I'm ever that desperate. I would rather like right. We're in the state. We're out of state, but we're definitely not locked up in state. Like that's not, that's not gonna happen.
Yeah. When I see these little clips on TikTok, like they put like a little video clip of them talking, like, "Hey, my name is blah blah blah. I got this time left. I just want friends. This is my tag name. Hit me, whatever." And I'm like,
How about no? Not ever.
wow.
Not happening.
So
Hold on. J date, not jailbird date. Interesting you both went there. Dr. Freud is in. Do either of you dream about cigars and handcuffs? Sorry, Dr. Freud.
dead.
Oh,
I'm dead.
fraud is in. Freud, my mistake. That's hilarious.
I didn't think it was. It said J, so automatically it was like
I
J.
had no idea. I didn't know what J date was, but
Me either.
Jewish dating site. I don't know. I don't think Jewish people like Puerto Ricans.
Also, I wouldn't want to follow nothing against, Jewish religion, but it's not something that I would agree to
Yeah,
in
I'm not
lots of
changing my
things that they do.
religious
So,
state. Yeah.
yeah, no.
Like I'm not transitioning, converting, that's the right word.
Yeah,
I'm not
converting.
converting
That's
any other religion just to date somebody. Like not Jewish, not Hindu, not Muslim, not a single fucking religious thing that would I ever convert to just to date somebody.
yeah,
No.
yeah. That's
No.
difficult,
You either
but
take me how I am or not at all.
right, gotta like respectfully. We have different beliefs, but no. Honestly, this could be interesting. I'm gonna start putting some thoughts together, see what kind of form we put up.
I want to do it. I
Um,
want to do. We're gonna do reality blind dating.
yeah,
Um,
speed dating, because it was gonna
speed
happen
dating.
like.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, it's gotta happen. Speed dating. Have a bunch of people hop on and figure that shit out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Let's figure it out.
Well, check
Make
that
an
out. Look for
application.
that. We'll be
Put in
posting
some
some
preferences.
updates. Next week is gonna be is dating in different states the same or different, um,
Right.
which will be interesting. So,
Yeah.
but
It's not a whole lot different. It's just trash. Period. Yeah.
we'll get into that. Thank you everyone for joining in, commenting. We
Yes.
always appreciate it. Share the live, subscribe if you haven't already.
Yes. Our new
We are
date
gonna
will be
be
on Mondays now.
Mondays now. Yes, Mondays, 8:39 ish. And of course they're recorded. You can watch it after, listen to it after on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. Um, but thank you for joining in, spilling the tea with us. My name's
Yes.
Anastasia.
Yes. And this is as always be Mac. See you guys next week.
Yeah, shout out to Eva. She'll be back next week,
Yes.
and we'll all be here.
Thank you, Hugo. Thank
Have a
you,
good
Hannah.
night.
Appreciate you guys stopping by.
Yes. Bye.
Bye.